I don't think it will surprise anyone to hear that our lives are full of choices, and often this will mean having to choose between different hard options or different challenges. But making that choice is only the first step, and today we're going to talk about what comes after you have made that choice, and that is owning your choice. It's not as simple as making a choice and hoping that everything will work out in the end. In order to succeed, we need to own the choice that we've made, and that means owning the responsibilities and the consequences, good and bad, that come with the choice that we've made. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on my channel. My name is Celeste and I am your host and certified life coach. Be sure to like this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so that you never miss one of my uploads. Before we go any further with today's episode, this is just a reminder that September is Blood Cancer Awareness Month. At the end of this episode, I will be sharing information on how you can get involved in the fight against blood cancer and perhaps even save a life. Today, I'm diving into the next chapter of the Choose Your Hard journey, and if you're new to my channel, you may not have seen my previous video where I explored this powerful concept of choosing your hard. And this basically means that we understand that there are always going to be challenges and hardships in life. They are unavoidable. But there are times where we are able to choose the challenges and hardships we are willing to and able to face and deal with. In today's episode, I'm going to take that idea a step further and explore what it means to truly own your decisions and take responsibility for the paths you choose to walk in life. If you haven't already seen my original Choose Your Hard video, I will leave a link for it in the description down below. In the original Choose Your Hard episode, I discussed how no path in life is ever really free of challenges. And whether you choose to stay in the job that is draining you or start your own new venture, there will be challenges and difficulties along either path. The key is to be intentional about what challenges you're willing to take on, because either way, life is going to throw challenges at you. So if simply choosing our hard and hoping everything works out in the end isn't the way to succeed, and we need to take responsibility and ownership for our choices, what does it truly mean to own the choices we've made? Owning your choices is about acknowledging that every choice you make, whether it results in success or setbacks, is yours to own. When you choose the path, you choose the responsibilities, the trade-offs, and the outcomes that come with it. For example, if you choose to prioritize your health and start a new fitness routine, you're not just choosing the benefit of better health. You're also choosing the early mornings, the sore muscles, and the time commitment. In that instance, owning your choice would include recognizing that those challenges are part of the deal that you've chosen and aren't something to be avoided. Taking ownership of your choices is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. When you fully embrace the idea that you are responsible for the paths you have chosen in your life, you shift from a passive to an active role in your life. In the original Choose Your Hard episode, I discussed the importance of aligning your choices with your long-term goals. Owning your hard means staying accountable to those goals even when the going gets tough. It's about saying, I know this is hard, but I chose this because I believe in the outcome. This mindset shift will change how you approach challenges in your life. When you stop blaming external factors and other people for your problems and challenges, you reclaim your power. You're no longer a victim of circumstances, but rather the creator of your own destiny. Taking ownership is not always easy, and one of the biggest obstacles of ownership is fear. We often avoid taking responsibility for our choices because we're afraid of making the wrong decision. We're scared of failure. We're scared that the path we chose may be harder than we expected. But here's the thing, avoiding the challenges doesn't make them go away. It just leaves you feeling stuck and powerless. When you own your choices, you are also owning your ability to adapt, to learn, and to grow from your experiences. There are very few choices in life that are absolutely 100% final. Almost every step forward is an opportunity to adjust and recalibrate. A real-world example of what ownership could look like is choosing to stay in an unfulfilling but stable job because of the financial security that it offers you. Own your choice by committing to make the most of that role. If you need to, get involved with hobbies or side projects that will help give you the fulfillment that you're lacking in that job. But don't take it out on your company or employer if you have decided to stay in that role because of the financial security it offers you. Or if you've decided to start your own business, own the fact that you'll be facing long hours and uncertainty, but that the potential reward is worth it. Coming back to my earlier health example, if you have made the choice to get fit, own the early morning alarms and the sore muscles. Own that it is part of the journey to reaching your goal. Remember why you have chosen this hard. You have chosen this hard because financial security is important to you, or you have chosen this hard because your health matters to you. One practical way to start owning your choices is to change the way you talk about them. Language is incredibly powerful. When you say, "I have to go to work," you are placing yourself in a position of passivity, as if you are being forced to do something. But when you say, "I choose to go to work because it supports my financial goals," you take ownership of that choice. In the same way, saying, "I have to exercise" feels like a burden. But saying, "I choose to exercise because I want to feel healthy and strong," shifts the focus to your power in making that decision. I really encourage you to think about areas in your own life where you can reframe your language. This simple shift can make a huge change in how you view and approach challenges in your own life. Taking ownership of your choices will require you to reframe more than just your language. You will need to reframe your thinking as well. Start by identifying even just one area of your life where you have been avoiding taking responsibility. Ask yourself how you can start taking full responsibility for that area of your life. Taking ownership also requires you to be honest with yourself about the trade-offs and sacrifices you'll need to make. Every choice is going to come with its own trade-offs and sacrifices, and you can't avoid these. You need to learn to embrace them as part of the path and journey that you have chosen. The final piece of advice I'm going to include for today's video is to take the time on a regular basis to reflect on the choices you're making. How often you do this is up to you, but it's important to take time to reflect and review whether the choices you're making align with your long-term goals and values. September is Blood Cancer Awareness Month, and I'd like to just take a moment to let you know how you can get involved and support this cause and potentially even save a life. Did you know that every 27 seconds, someone in the world is diagnosed with blood cancer or a blood disorder? DKMS is an international non-profit organization that is committed to the fight against blood cancer. I know from last year that many people are concerned about the procedure involved in stem cell donation. If you're anything like me and terrified of medical procedures, I'm pleased to tell you that stem cell donation in this manner is a non-invasive procedure. Registering to become a stem cell donor is as simple as registering on the DKMS website. You will then receive a package with a swab, which you use to swab the inside of your mouth and send this back to the organization. If you are found to be a match, you will then go through a medical check, and if all is in order, you are then cleared for donation. The donation process is as simple as a needle in one arm to draw the blood. Your blood is then passed through a machine which draws out peripheral stem cells from your blood. Your blood is then put back into your body through the other arm. It's really as simple as that. The procedure takes about 4 to 5 hours and, as I said, is non-invasive. Individuals between the age of 17 and 55 qualify to register as a stem cell donor. If you're not able to register as a donor, I highly encourage you to visit their website and look for other ways that you can get involved and help raise awareness. If you're interested in registering or finding out more information, all the links for DKMS will be in the description down below. If you'd like to find out more about my specific type of chronic blood cancer, I will put links in the description down below for PV Reporter and the MPN Research Foundation. While I may not need a stem cell transplant at this point in my disease, it may be necessary for me in the future, and I know me and people like me would be eternally grateful to you if you took the time to register as a potential stem cell donor. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode, and remember, choosing your heart is just the beginning of the journey. When you take full ownership of your choices, you're not only allowing yourself to survive life's challenges, but to actually thrive from them and even learn and grow from the challenges you face. Until next week, remember, you have the power to create a life that you love by owning the choices you make.